Chad, how are you today?
Very good. You?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
So please have a seat. Just make yourself comfortable just on the edge of the bed to start. So how have you been?
Good.
Excellent.
I left the form downstairs.
Oh, thank you. So you did the pre-questionnaire. Okay. Excellent. And so I did see that online. So there isn't anything, no contraindications or anything that we need to be considering for your treatment today. Okay. Wonderful. So I want you to make yourself comfortable, okay? Now this pillow, you can use it underneath your knees and then it'll alleviate your low back, or you can use it under your shoulders. So just see how you feel.
I like it there.
You like it there? Okay, and then nice cozy blanket. How's that feeling?
Good.
That's feeling good? Okay. So I'd like you to feel comfortable and welcome in this space. So today we are going to do a wonderful sound healing session using the crystal bowls and some other instruments as well. So before we get started, I just want to explain to you how this works. So we're going to first have a little discussion about, is there anything that you would like to set as an intention for this session? Maybe you're feeling a physical ailment, or there's something, that's on your mind that you want to set as an intention towards healing eventually. And then what we're going to do is an energy assessment. So we're going to go up the body and we're going to assess the chakras to see if there are any that are out of balance. And I'm going to do that using a pendulum. And it will be able to detect for me if there are any imbalances, whether a chakra is in excess or it's depleted or maybe it's blocked. And with that information, I'll be able to use the crystal sound healing instruments and the other instruments to try to help disperse the energy so that we are back in balance. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, beginning with the idea of intention. May I sit here?
Yep.
I have to also ask you, during this session, I may be called to lay the bowls on you. Would you be comfortable with that?
Yeah,
or having them in your vicinity?
Yeah,
also, may I gently lay my hands on you as a form of connecting? I'll show you what that looks and feels like so that you just know what I mean, so it isn't kind of shocking. So I may simply put my hand on your shoulder or just on your belly, right? Just to connect. You're comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah. Okay, excellent. So for this session, is there any intention that you would like to set? And I'm going to give you an example because this can be kind of like, what does she mean? So say that you had an aching shoulder, and could you visualize yourself already healed? You're already at that end point where my shoulder is moving freely, and envision yourself, at an end point, or if there's something troubling you, it's gone. We're already imagining that we're there and not focusing on, I am going to fix this pain. It's more feeling free of it already and being at that end state. Is there anything that maybe comes to mind? And it need not be forced, this intention.
I guess what I've been focusing on to get better is my heart.
Okay.
And inflammation.
Inflammation throughout the body.
Yeah. Overall.
When you mention your heart, is there anything I need to be aware of?
I had a heart attack a year ago.
You had a heart attack a year ago.
That's not going to you're not going to hurt anything.
So you don't have a pacemaker or anything like that? Okay,
no.
just...
No,
okay.
And everything looks good in the heart.
Okay.
So we don't know why I had a heart attack. It could have been stress induced.
Okay.
I'm an ex-firefighter.
Right.
And sometimes I have to deal with that.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that with me. So let's begin. We're going to begin by just taking some breaths to help us to ground into the space and alleviate any thoughts that may be preoccupying your mind. So let's take some grounding breaths together. Exhale the air out of your lungs. Let it go. Big sigh. Take A slow breath in, beginning from your belly. Draw right up into your rib cage and hold the breath. Release the air even more slowly, feeling any tension through your head, your neck, your shoulders release and ground into the space. Let's take one more grounding breath. Big breath in, holding at the top. Take another sip of air and hold it. And allow for a big sigh, releasing any tension through the body. Taking nice, full, intentional breaths as you ground into the space. Is this show me yes? Show me no. Is this chakra imbalance? 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 Is this chakra in excess? Is this chakra depleted? Is this chakra blocked? Is this chakra balanced? is this chakra balanced? I'm going to introduce the bowls to you so that you're familiar with their sounds. begin to ease as you come into your power and share with the world all of your gifts of knowledge and your creative spirit. for you? Any water? Or are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I feel fine.
Yeah. What sensations are you feeling? What when I ask you how you're feeling, what comes to mind? Is it something you're thinking, something you're feeling? What can you share?
Just relaxed and peaceful.
Relaxed and peaceful. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. When I did your energy assessment,
Mm-hmm.
I used a pendulum. I used this one right here.
Okay.
And when we went up the first time, your chakras were quite balanced except for the throat chakra. And if you heard me asking the pendulum like a number of questions, it came out as blocked. So this is your communication center. And sometimes it can manifest as you're having a hard time communicating something important to you, or just communicating. You may have a sore throat. It may be in your shoulders or right across here. So interestingly, it came out as blocked. So I was focusing on that ball, and I don't know if you could tell I was bringing it close to you to help release and bring some energy into it as well. So that was at the beginning, and I did focus a little bit more on the throat chakra bowl, and also just using some unisons, because you have a nice balance, from the base right up through the crown. So just drawing that energy up and down. You did mention also you felt bloated, and I'm thinking, so potentially digestive issues or just not feeling yourself. So I did use the solar plexus bowl as well, with a little bit of a guided meditation, just to help move the energy, but also some of the thoughts towards a positive trajectory. Because you've shared with me, even in your assessment form, and just that you want to turn around, just how you feel physically, the types of foods you're choosing. You're about to move into, an awesome period of work where you can be creative again. And, I know that you are a summer type person, a spring type person, to get out there. So it was exciting to see all these chakras so balanced, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. And from what you shared with me, I let the pendulum speak, and that was really amazing. Were you aware of other instruments being played?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of where they are, though. When I lay here with my eyes closed, the sound comes from within my head.
Right.
It's not like it's on my left or my right. I found that interesting.
Right. So it's just in the space, but you can't pinpoint where.
Yeah. Well, I feel it, the sound from different parts of my head.
Right.
And the chimes. I really enjoyed the chimes. They really felt good.
Did they have, what was the type of sensation? Was it like a releasing, a relaxing?
A relaxing.
A relaxing.
And random.
Right.
Is a word that comes to mind.
What was random? The sound or the feeling? Like what?
The sound.
Oh, the way that they were chiming.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you hear a rain stick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Yeah. I was using that more as a release, right? So playing some dissonant type of intervals, because the intervals won't always sound harmonious, like in harmony. Sometimes they're meant to be resonant or to release. And so a few times, if they felt like really close together and a little bit disturbing, that was intentional. So
one of the other sensations that I felt, and it might have been when you were doing the energy assessment, was like temperature. I could almost feel like temperature changes. like coolness.
By me passing my hands over you with the pendulum, or?
Well, I felt this cool sensation right here. I couldn't tell where you were, but when I opened my eyes, the pendulum was here.
Ah, interesting.
And I thought that was interesting, that I could feel a temperature off of it.
And this was toward the end, though, when we did the assessment, right? When I reassessed you. Because in the last assessment, everything came out balanced. So that was really neat. Like, that was, felt good to see that for you. And, you know, that you ended on a very relaxed note. Because I know prior to this, it was, you know, the energy was a bit more disjointed, right? And then, you know, to come in here and just settle and ground and allow, you know, the work to happen was amazing. So, you know, thank you for being so open in this space.
Well, thank you for sharing that with me.
When you are at home, did you hear the little tongue drum being played?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know you have a tongue drum at home.
Yeah.
And you can just tap, you know, one of the notes just over and over again to help ground, and play the same note over and over again, because there is a grounding effect of, it's called unison. It's just the same note playing over and over again, and the vibration of that note will go through you. I'll show you the notes I played because they were similar. So when you have your drum at home, and this will just help to, it's almost meditative for you, right? To just sit with it. The number 1 is C, right? It's like your root chakra. And just at one point, just to tapping it. And you can feel the vibration of the tongue drum and just rhythmically tapping it. If you hit 1, 3, 5, then that's a triad. It's a very balancing little triad. And if you go right to the top 1, that's a chord. That's the C chord, right? So it takes you, you know, from top to bottom. It pulls the balance right through in this beautiful balancing chord. So that's another thing you can do is 1, 3, 5, 1, and just enjoy playing and just tapping it gently. It just, you know, to me that can be very meditative, and it's something that I recommend you try, right? Just take time by yourself, find a quiet space, kind of like homework, right? To just help you to ground and to center. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So just take a little more time here to relax, and if there are any other reflections that you have, you can share them with me now. And you know what, things may arise. Like right now you may feel super relaxed, and then say tomorrow morning you feel something, right? Like we just don't know what the effects will be of the crystal singing bowls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I did more focus in the throat chakra. You may feel something loosen up here, or you may feel more clarity. Something could happen through your shoulders. I focused on the solar plexus. You know, digestively something may arise because we were moving the energy through your body to balance it. So just be aware that things can happen like that, and know that you can always reach out to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll make a record of it. We don't know what that is, but it could be as a result of moving the vibrations throughout your body.
Yep.
Okay, so just want you to be aware of that. And so, you know, don't be alarmed, but feel free to call me or reach out to me if you have any concerns or questions. And I look forward to continuing on this journey.
Me too.
And to see, where we can take this. And
I'd like to do this some more.
all right.
It'll be interesting to see how things change as we go.
Yes. And I'm going to email you, because I know we communicate more through email. I'm going to email you that follow-up form, okay?
Yeah.
And then you can send that back to me, and then I want you to do the homework with the singing bowl as well, okay? Or the singing bowl,
The tongue drum.
the tongue drum, yeah. Okay?
Mhm.
Sound good?
Yeah, sometimes I do frequency on YouTube too.
Yes.
Like I'll watch frequency.
Yes.
Things, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, you've mentioned some of the solfeggio videos that you watch, which are so grounding, and you've shared those with me, and that's amazing. So continue with that. Excuse me for one moment. Try to check in here.
There was one point too. It was interesting, and it was almost like a speckled blue. Like when your eyes are closed. It just, and I don't know if it had anything to do with the frequencies or not, but there was this almost like a speckled blue color, like stars.
And when did you experience that? At what point? Like was it with a certain bowl or a certain sound or frequency?
I'm not sure.
No.
No.
Okay.
If it comes to me, and sometimes things come to me later, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Were you aware of touch and grounding toward the end?
Yeah, that was really nice. That when you push down on my feet like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I know before when we did a session, I don't believe that the root was grounded the first time. And now it's very grounded. And when we have conversations, about your visions, right, and how sure you are about what you're going to achieve, it all ties in together, that you're going to create or continue to create this beautiful solid foundation that others will, you call your place gathering place for a reason. You invite friends and family to gather, to share love around this circle naturally. And your root chakra was quite balanced and solid, and you create not only a foundation for yourself but for all those around you, which is such a giving thing, a generous gesture. And the heart chakra bowl was singing quite happily today. And just, I didn't bring her too close to you, but when I played her in harmony with the root, it was just such a beautiful balance. And, those two chakras are quite strong in you. Generous of heart and setting a solid root and foundation. So, that was...
I do a lot of earthing. Do you suppose that may affect my root chakra?
Yes. And where you live, you have granite coming right up through your floor, right? And you ground through that. Yes, definitely. Surrounded in granite, forest, all of that. And I know that you like to do earthing walks, like just with moccasins or getting like as close to the ground as you possibly can, right? Yeah. And these are all practices that are just so beautiful to your whole being and your whole vision. That is the foundation, right? So like all the things you're doing are on the right path, and always remembering to believe in yourself, you know, and that powerful I am solar plexus. And it's also, it's interesting because like this is also the area of digestion, right? And how you want to reframe how you feel physically, but that's also going to manifest outward as well, right? At how you feel about yourself, and also taking control of your health. And this is also some creativity that's going to be happening in here, right? All of these things that are just going to blossom and burst as you go forward, because you're determined, and you know you're doing all the right things and surrounding yourself with the right people in the right environment. So we'll make notes of all of this so that we can follow with this journey and this path, right, and stay on the right course. So I want to thank you again for coming. You sure you don't need
Nope, I'm
a
okay.
drink or anything like that? Okay. So I will.
Thank you. You're the one that did all the work.
Well, you know, it's because you were open and willing, right, to receive whatever came to you. You know, I mean, a blockage through here is not to do with a blockage about what's happening in here. It's just what is showing up, you know, in your energetic system. So whatever we can do to help to release that, we will. And even, you know, I mean, if your throat is blocked, like doing an om, starting with the ah and working through the vowels, also helping to loosen up, creating sounds with the throat, right?
Yeah.
So through your own voice, you can help to heal. So that would be another thing, or just humming is very grounding as well, right? And you like to sing, like use the voice, just use it, loosen up and feel free. I would also recommend that. Find someone to sing with. I know someone. So I'm going to now, we'll end this session for today, okay? So just, you know, take your time getting up, and I hope to see you next week. If that works for you, we'll figure out a time.
Okay.
And we've got our follow-ups, and I'll just check in and make sure everything's okay tomorrow. Is that good?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Get up slowly. Because sometimes when you've been lying down, if you get up too quickly, your blood is settled, right?
Right.
So yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'll see you out.
Okay.